In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NHL games happening on April 1st, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NHL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. St. Louis Blues versus Edmonton Oilers. The St. Louis Blues travel to take on the Edmonton Oilers with an overall record of 37-20, placing them third in the Central. On the season, the Blues are an above .500 team in their 32 road games, posting a record of 16-11-5. Heading into the game, St. Louis has played well versus Western Conference opponents, sitting at 25-8. The Edmonton Oilers host the St. Louis Blues with an overall record of 38-25, placing them third in the Pacific. On the season, the Oilers have been tough to beat at home, going 22-12-0. In addition, Edmonton has benefited from playing non-conference games, going 24-12. St. Louis is 4-0 in their last 4 games as a road underdog and 4-0 in their last 4 Friday games, while the over is 4-0 in their last 4 road games. Edmonton is 8-0 in their last 8 home games and 8-3 in their last 11 games overall, while the over is 9-0 in their last 9 games as a home favorite. On the season, the St. Louis Blues have a per-game scoring differential of 0.65 goals. Even when playing on the road, the team is winning games by an average margin of 0.38 goals. Heading into their game with the Edmonton Oilers, the Blues have a 3-2 record over their past 5 contests. In these games, they have scored 17 goals, accounting for 49% of the overall scoring. A key to this recent success is the fact that they have outscored their usual output of 3.52 goals per game 3 times. As a team, the Edmonton Oilers are scoring 3.43 goals per game, which is near the top of the league. However, St. Louis is scoring 3.52 as a team to match the power. Edmonton is allowing their opponents an average of 3.22 goals per game, while St. Louis is only averaging 2.85, with goaltenders Vince Husso and Jordan Binnington in the crease. No matter which goaltender starts for St. Louis, we see the Blues coming away with a victory on the road in Canada, so the St. Louis Blues money line is our full game side pick. In St. Louis' 66 games, the over has hit in over half of their games, going 34-31-1. So far, taking the over when the Blues are playing away from home has been a good bet, with an over-under record of 17-15. On the season, 58% of St. Louis' games have gone for at least 6 goals or more, with 54% of the scoring coming from the Blues. In Edmonton's 68 games, the over has hit in over half of their games, going 36-31-1. So far, taking the over when the Oilers are playing at home has been a good bet, with an over-under record of 21-13. On the season, 66% of Edmonton's games have gone for at least 6 goals or more, with 54% of the scoring coming from the Oilers. The St. Louis Blues are averaging the 5th most goals scored per game, and the Oilers are averaging the 7th most. Both defenses will have a hard time stopping the opposing offense. Both teams are allowing their opponents to take a ridiculous number of shots in each game. The Blues are allowing 31.3 shots per game, and the Oilers are allowing 31.8. Both teams will have plenty of opportunities to score in this game. I don't have any confidence in either goalie, and both of these offenses have the juice to produce enough goals to push this total. Both of these offenses can and has been scoring a ton of goals each game, and that has been the common trend across the board for both sides. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Vegas Golden Knights versus Seattle Kraken. The Vegas Golden Knights will go on the road and take on the Seattle Kraken at Climate Pledge Arena. Vegas has a record of 37-28-4. Seattle has a record of 21-40-6. These two teams have faced each other 3 times this season, with Vegas winning all 3 games. Vegas is 1-7 in their last 8 road games and 5-0 in their last 5 division games, while the over is 6-1 in their last 7 games playing on 1 day's rest. Seattle is 1-5 in their last 6 division games and 2-12 in their last 14 games as a home underdog, while the over is 5-1 in their last 7 games following a loss at home by 3 or more goals. Goaltending has been awful for Seattle. They rank 27th in goals against per game. They will struggle to stop Vegas' offense. The Knights scored 3 goals or more in 7 out of the last 9 games, and they rank 14th in goals per game and 8th in shots per game. Vegas won all 3 matchups and scored 4 goals in each of the first 2 matchups, and 3 goals in the third game against the Kraken this season. I get the case to be made for a home underdog in certain spots, and we saw the Kraken get revenge on the Kings just a few days ago in the same sort of situation in a rematch in the same building. However, the Golden Knights just have a lot more to play for at this point, and I think that Vegas continues to keep the fight alive in this one, fighting for a playoff spot and being the better overall team. The Golden Knights have this one in the bag, so the Vegas Golden Knights money line is our full game side pick. In Vegas's 69 games, the over has hit in over half of their games, going 37-29-3. So far, taking the over when the Golden Knights are playing away from home has been a good bet with an over-under record of 16-16-1. On the season, 58% of Vegas's games have gone for at least 6 goals or more, with 52% of the scoring coming from the Golden Knights. In Seattle's 67 games, the over has hit in over half of their games, going 39-25-3. So far, taking the over when the Kraken are playing at home has been a good bet with an over-under record of 20-12-1. On the season, 63% of Seattle's games have gone for at least 6 goals or more, with 43% of the scoring coming from the Kraken. Seattle has been playing better on offense recently, scoring 3 goals or more in 6 out of their last 9 games. The Knights have been rolling on offense lately. They scored 3 goals or more in 7 out of the last 9 games, and they rank 14th in goals per game and 8th in shots per game. They will find success offensively against a Kraken team that ranks 27th in goals against per game. Vegas scored 4 goals in each of the first 2 matchups and 3 goals in the third game against Seattle this season. The over has cashed in 7 of Vegas' last 10 as well as in 4 of Seattle's last 5 when playing on just 1 day's rest. Seattle is allowing an average of 3.51 goals per game, while at the same time Vegas is scoring an average of 3.12 goals per game. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Anaheim Ducks versus Arizona Coyotes. The Anaheim Ducks complete a back-to-back win visiting the Arizona Coyotes after hosting the Dallas Stars on Thursday. Anaheim is 7th in the Pacific Division at 27-30-11 with 65 points, and the Ducks are 13th in the Western Conference standings, well out of playoff contention. Anaheim was defeated by Dallas 3-2 in the first of 2 consecutive meetings between the two on Tuesday. Anaheim has lost 10 straight. The Ducks are 0-6 in their last 6 road games and 8-22 in their last 30 overall. The Coyotes are 10-26 in their last 36 home games and 26-58 in their last 84 overall. The under is 3-1 in Ducks' last 5 overall. The over is 7-3 in Coyotes' last 13 overall. The Ducks are 1-6 in the last 7 meetings in Arizona and 1-4 in the last 5 meetings. Anaheim and Arizona are both playing poorly, but the advantage here goes to Arizona playing on its home ice. Anaheim has lost each of its last 10 overall. The Ducks have lost 6 of the last 7 played on Arizona's home ice and will be playing the back half of a back-to-back. In addition, Anaheim has lost 4 of the last 5 overall against Arizona. Anaheim is allowing an average of 3.18 goals per game and is scoring an average of just 2.75 goals per game. This line is rather confusing when you consider the Anaheim Ducks are riding an 11-game losing streak and are coming off an overtime game last night. The Arizona Coyotes have issues of their own, but at least they have the rest advantage here and are at home. The Coyotes have also won 4 of the last 5 meetings against the Ducks, so the Arizona Coyotes money line is our full game side pick. In Anaheim's 68 games, the over has hit in over half of their games, going 33-33-2. So far, taking the over when the Ducks are playing away from home has been a good bet with an over-under record of 18-14-1. On the season, 51% of Anaheim's games have gone for at least 6 goals or more, with 46% of the scoring coming from the Ducks. Coming into this game, the Coyotes have an over-under record of 31-32-4. When playing at home, the over is hitting less than half the time, going 15-16-2. On the season, 54% of Arizona's games have gone for at least 6 goals or more, with 43% of the scoring coming from the Coyotes. The defenses for the Ducks and Coyotes are both borderline bottom 10 in the NHL. Even recently, the Coyotes have allowed 3.6 goals against per game in their last 5 games, while the Ducks have allowed 4 goals against per game in their last 5. However, neither team boasts the offense to take full advantage of these bad defenses. Both rank in the bottom 10 in goals for per game, and it gets worse when looking at their production of late. In Wednesday's game against the Sharks, that was the first time the Coyotes had scored more than 2 goals in a game in their last 6 games. As for the Ducks' last 10 games, they have averaged 1.9 goals per game. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.